Hi everybody, this is Rob with Remax Platinum. I'm here with Ian from Prime Lending.
Hello.
We want to talk to you today about the buying process. I get a lot of phone calls, Ian, from people that they call, they want to see a home, and that's not really how this works. Unless you have $300,000 in cash sitting in your bank account, you really need to be pre-approved. We need to know how much home you can afford before you really just go out there and start looking at properties. You don't want to have your heart broken. I've seen it happen a bunch of times,
Sure.
Ian, where we do go out, we look at a house, and then they have a conversation with a lender, and the lender says, well, you can only afford this amount of money to purchase your home.
Right, and it's frustrating for both the buyers and the agents that are involved too,
Yeah.
as far as being able to use their time wisely. The biggest thing is Rob's usually going to have an initial conversation with you guys because you're excited about a home that you saw out on the market.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, usually you're turning them over to me to have a conversation with about budget and pre-approval.
Yeah, we'll have it. We'll talk about what kind of home you want. We'll talk about a little bit about savings, a little bit about credit score. But those are all conversations you're really going to need to have with someone like Ian that's going to get you your pre-approval and tell you what you can afford and just have that honest conversation with you.
Yep, so once I get the initial introduction from one of Rob's clients, I'm going to have a 10 to 15 minute conversation with you, usually over the phone, that's going to talk about your income, your assets, and your credit. Those are the three major pieces as far as being approved for a mortgage. We're going to pull credit. We're going to talk about how much money you make and how much money you have in the bank. At that point, we're going to determine whether you can buy now or you have to buy later. If you can buy now, we're going to turn it over to Rob and say, here's your pre-approval for that client. You can take them out shopping for a new home. Or I'm going to say, no, they're not quite ready yet. We're going to have to work on this for the next 6 to 12 months or what have you based on this, the overall situation. But there's a lot to a pre-approval process. There's a lot of different mortgage products out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of misinformation out there.
A lot of misinformation.
A lot of people will check their credit through Credit Karma or what have you and think their credit score is good, and it's going to be different on my end than what you see on Credit Karma. So it happens a lot. Those frustrations build because usually people are misinformed. Have that conversation initially with Rob about the homes that you love and what you want to buy. And then it's having a conversation with me about making sure we can afford it.
And once Ian gets back to me and we have that pre-approval stating that we can go out and we can spend $200,000 on a home, we can then have an honest conversation about what kind of home you would like.
Sure.
So pay attention to social medias because our next video is actually going to be about shopping for a home.
Yep.
I'm going to go through the process on what it's going to be like, just getting the approval to sometimes get into a property. It's the fun part, but it can be exhausting. So pay attention to social medias for that next video. Ian, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Rob. You guys have a good day.
Have a great day.